Hello there. We're back for some more World Cup. Did you know that? If you didn't know before, now you know. Welcome back. We have got potentially one of the most interesting games. I know, on the face of it, it is Ecuador versus Curaçao, and it may be not the most interesting on the face of it, but you got to think here. If you didn't watch the last one, I would advise you go back and watch it because in simulation land, I know it might not copy across to real life, Ivory Coast just beat Germany. So now Ivory Coast are going to be going through to round the 32 most likely, and Germany are in a situation where they need Curacao to beat Ecuador, or it could be ropes. Well, actually, they need to hope that Curacao and Ecuador draw, and then they're fine for now. But Germany still also have to play Ecuador on the final group match day, so there is a chance, admittedly a small chance, but a chance that Germany could go out. So for Ecuador and for Curacao, in simulation anyway, this could be very interesting, especially as Ecuador lost 4-0 on their opening day to Ivory Coast, and Curacao only lost 1-0 to Germany. So Curacao are actually above Ecuador in the simulation group stage table at the moment. Now that's subject to change. That really is subject to change. What I do know is that we're going to find out today whether it actually happens. We're at the Union Park Stadium. That's an American stadium, isn't it? Hold on. Just VAR that. That means I don't have to change the stadium. Right? That means I don't have to change it. Union Park Stadium. We'll talk about the English field at Union Park Stadium. It's a well known mid sized generic European venue. Fuck! Well, if I've ever used the Union Park Stadium, then it's wrong. What we're doing though is we're going to do the settings first. 10 minutes legendary. Competitive mode, yeah. Play race difficulty, yeah. All the same. Same ball for all match day 2. Union Park Stadium. I think I've used it for multiple ones already, but looking into it with a bit more research, it is not actually an American stadium. So we'll go to BC Place. It's in Canada. We'll switch up a little bit. Summertime, slightly late. I think it's like 1 a.m. the match. So we'll go with that. That's still technically daytime apparently. When does it get to nighttime in Canada? 8:30. We're just on the end of the day. Okay, clear weather. Ball same, natural grass, full green colouring. Thank you very much. Now, like I said, we've prefaced this with it being very big for both teams. Obviously, in real life, it's the goal difference is a lot different. In real life, Curacao lost 7-1. In game, they only lost 1-0. However, for Ecuador, in real life, they only lost 1-0. However, in game, they lost 4-0. So, there's different, things at play here. Teams are like this. Um, Galindez, Estupinian, and Capier, Pacho, Ordonez, Caicedo, Vite, Angulo, Plata, Paez, and Captain Enner Valencia up top. It's a very good Ecuador team. And I'm going to be honest, it's an Ecuador team that shouldn't have lost to Ivory Coast. They hit the crossbar twice. They were the better team for a lot of the first half. And for some of the second half as well. It was only in the second half when they brought on Ahmad. And I'm not trying to, glaze Man United. It was only the second half when they brought on Ahmad and he got the winning goal that Ecuador really fell apart in real life. So they're not bad at all. They're full value for this win, surely. I can't predict anything for Curaçao. Their team, Rafaela, Heimers, Alexander, Martis, Albertus, Anastasia, Van Rooy, Max, Manuel, Nigelis, who's got the captaincy, and then Rosa Maria at top. Don't know any of them. Don't know a single one. But I do know that they'll put up a fight like they did against Germany in these simulations. Of course, the simulation group stage will look different to the real life group stage. However, we'll be doing the round of 32s based off of real life round of 32s. So all this is just for fun. I'm just doing a group stage table to see what could have happened in the group stages on the other side of the coin. So we'll see. I guess you never know what could happen. A surprise could happen here. I think it won't, but you never know. They nearly drew to Germany in this simulation, and Germany just lost to the Ivory Coast, so fuck knows what's going to happen. What I do know is that we're going to get into it and see how it looks after match day 2, at least in simulation. Ivory Coast are on 6 points, Germany are on 3 points. Both of these are on nil points. Curacao with the better goal difference. If Ecuador win, they'll still be on minus goal difference, which will still keep them third. unless they score 5, in which they will overtake Germany if they win 5-0 here. However, if Curaçao somehow pulls something off, they'll sit in third and stay in third. I don't think Germany can fall out a second unless Curaçao win by 2 goals or Ecuador win by 5. So those are your parameters. We're at the BC Place, 10-minute half length, legendary difficulty, authentic game type, sunny at 8 p.m. It is getting towards night time at this point in this match in the game. But it's Ecuador versus Curaçao. Curaçao, mate. Crikey. Thought I was going Australia.
So much to play for. The tension is mounting and the atmosphere is electric. Who will come out on top? Stay tuned for every thrilling moment, live on EA TV. Well, the anticipation is building at BC Place. I'm Guy Mowbray, joined for commentary by Stuart Robson. And everything is set up nicely to give us a really good match. It's Ecuador facing Curaçao.
Well, as always, I'm looking forward to this because both teams have strong aspects to their game. Both managers like to play attacking football, and we've got some good matchups all over the pitch.
I would like to see Curaçao win this just for sheer vibes and banter and more vibes. But a real man knows that Ecuador's probably going to win this. So, this is the Ecuadorian team picked by Sebastian Beccacheche, or Beccache, he's picked the team. It should be good enough to get the job done. However, FIFA simulations are a weird and wacky place.
Joining us today. Enjoy the match.
Curaçao, you know what, fellas? Do your best. That's all you can do. All you can do is your best.
And we're off. The first half starts with anticipation in the air.
Right, focus on the game in hand. Curaçao going to the left, Ecuador going to the right. This screams a 3-0 Ecuador, to be honest, to me, and that's what I'm predicting, but you just never know. It could be funny. It could be funny. Enter Valencia. Out wide to Plata. Should be inside for 1-0 here. And it is. Kendry Paez scores inside 4 minutes. 3-0 might be minimal. It might be more than 3-0, to be honest. I was just trying to be nice. It's already a goal. Kendry Paez for Ecuador.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
It's a good ball in, and it's actually quite a neat finish. It just about finds the bottom left. I didn't know if he would shoot in time, to be honest. All these bloody bot accounts. Yo, I really love this game. Would love to squad up to game soon. On what? On kickoff mode? Yeah, mate. Hit me up. Exhibition mode where I'm predicting the World Cup matches. Yeah, we could squad up. You play Curaçao, I'll play Ecuador, mate. Obviously, people watching YouTube won't see that. Spot messages. Because I'm recording. I'm technically streaming. But it's just recording, really. Because it's the second account that I'm using. On the main one, there's Van Roy, plays it to Max, back to Van Roy, Anastasia, Max gets closed down. So I'm trying, it's more that I didn't want it to say, like, for people who actually do watch my streams sometimes on my main account, I didn't want it to say I'm streaming like 16 times a bloody day just for a World Cup prediction, then end it after 40 minutes. It just feels like it makes more sense to make a new account for it. As Kendra Paez plays in Valencia, it's closed down, but it's nearly 2-0. Yeah, this could be a fucking bloodbath, to be honest with you. It really could. Nothing against Curaçao, but it could.
Oh, could be here.
Will it be 2-0? Caicedo to Vite, to Plata, to Valencia, nearly 2-0. I think he might have been offside. He wasn't. He's lashed at it, and it's just not quite found the target. Thought it might have been just off, but he wasn't. So fair play to Valencia for staying on side at least. However, not fair play for that finish, because it was kind of poor. Without being mean, you know. Honesty is the best policy, as they say. Oh boy, I keep yawning. I'm not even tired. I had a really good sleep yesterday. I opted not to watch the World Cup matches I was going to watch because I went to sleep early. And I did sleep early, and I had a really good sleep. Why the fuck I'm tired is beyond me. Maybe I slept too long.
And they've got it back now. Estupinha. Now it needs a good ball in.
It's going to be 90 minutes of Ecuador attacking this as Caicedo plays it to Valencia, closed down by Alexander, and away by Curaçao. I'm not writing them off, but it took Germany 80 minutes to score against Curaçao. It's taken Ecuador 4 minutes. Which means Ecuador and Germany could be a really interesting one in simulation land. It might mean Germany don't make it through. They might be one of the third place teams and they might not be one of the 8 best. Once I get all the group tables updated by the end of these group stage match days, it'll be interesting to see what could have happened. I'm going to put a little Q next to the teams that qualified, so obviously you know which ones are through, which ones will not be through. Zena Valencia makes it 2-0. No, he doesn't. What sort of... I'm trying to believe here that Ecuador will put a hurt on Curaçao. And then he takes a shot like that. Put a bit more power on it, fella.
Pacho. Keeping it nicely here.
I've how my cat, like, I think it was at the start of last simulation, my cat came in for a brief minute and then she went back to sleep again in another room. Respect. I'd love to be a cat. Such an easy life. But I won't be able to do World Cup predictions, so I don't know. It's a tough one. If I'm a cat, I can't stream. It's Catch 22 really. Max, Van Roy, into Nigelis, who I believe is looking for Manuel. Runs out of space, but I don't know if that's a corner or a goal kick. Estupinian got a touch, but I don't know if the ball had already gone over the line. It's corner for Curaçao. It's actually really well done then by Manuel to win the corner, because I thought it wasn't. And obviously, I was incorrect in my thought process, because it in fact is. And it's number 10 to deliver it in. Nigelis is going to deliver it in towards Alexander. Off target. But Curaçao, not bad there. Not bad at all.
Plata. Looking to put the cross in.
Ball back Into the centre now for
Now, what can they
Curaçao.
do from
I'm not
here?
really commentating on this one much because I'm just kind of expecting the second goal at some point. And Valencia's header off target again. If this somehow only ends 1-0, by the way, I'll be surprised. I know that it did with Germany and Curaçao in the simulations where it only ended 1-0 to Germany. But that was because the goal was scored in the 80th minute. If Ecuador score after 4 minutes and then just don't score again, that would be mental to me. It might happen though. It might just happen. Yeah. One of those things that happens.
Played in with that. Promising position, this.
Actually using his strength. Max
And that's a golden chance that's gone
getting a
begging.
shot off,
Just
not on
not
target,
physical
but
enough.
Curaçao threatening him, which is funny, but also interesting. In the unlikely event that these two do draw and cancel each other out, that does hand the initiative to Germany, because all they would need is a draw against Ecuador. Unless Curaçao pull off the shock of the century and beat Ivory Coast. Angulo, Paez, Caicedo, Paez, Plata, 2-0. Well worked again by Ecuador.
What a position to be in.
And they do have their second goal, and it's Plata off the right hand side to come into the centre and just hits it past the goalkeeper, who I've forgotten the name
Well,
of.
it's great awareness of space in the box.
Sorry, fella.
And then he shows a lot of composure with the
Ball
finish.
through.
That's a clever goal.
And yeah, it's a great finish. I think it's Paez again, definitely involved in that. I think he assisted it actually, in fact. Kendry Paez putting in a good little shift in this one. Don't want to say it's just Curaçao, but it is. However, he's still doing well. Not to like dull down his performance, but it's Curaçao. Yeah, after this I will be going out for a brief period. I mean, it won't affect the upload schedule or anything, obviously, for anyone else watching on YouTube. It's just for myself. And just in case you guys want an insight, after this game I'll be taking a little break. Then we'll be back later for 3 more matches. And then we will, in fact, be going on to watch the World Cup, because I want to watch the England game. If I miss, I think I'm probably going to miss some of the DR Congo /
Valencia.
in fact, no, I'm just going to miss some of the DR Congo game / well, the DR Congo Portugal match. I think I'm going to miss some of that. But beyond that, it's like, not the end of the world for me, being honest.
The forward progress continues.
Plata, Vite, Caicedo into Vite, Angulo, Ordonez. Valencia should and will make it 3-0.
Almost guaranteed.
This is gonna, if it's not already getting ugly, it's about to, I think. It's about to get to that point where it's getting concerning for Curaçao. And you've just got a question now. How the fuck did Germany not do this? How the fuck did Germany not manage this? Enner Valencia gets a shot before Alexander can close him down. I don't know if I've been saying it as Alexander. I thought I saw an E rather than an A, but it is in fact just Alexander. And I'm a fucking idiot. So, case closed there.
The scoreline tells it.
3-0 though to Ecuador. This is my prediction that we're at now. And I don't think the reign of Ecuador goals is going to end yet in simulation. So I'm probably going to be wrong, which, nothing new there. Not surprising. Also not the end of the world. Martis, Anastasia, Heimers, Max now, Anastasia again. Curaçao might get one, you know.
There might be something building
I
now.
won't rule it out.
Struggling to keep the ball there.
Plata though, bringing it away for Ecuador. Paez, so much room here. All he needs to do is play it back. Yep, lovely. And then one more. Good cut out by Alexander, to be fair. It's a good bit of defence. Max to Heimers. I think they're just trying now for damage limitation. I think they knew from day dot that they weren't getting out of this group. And if you thought you were, do you know what? I wish I had that level of delusion. Rosa Maria to Van Roy. Could be one for... Nope. Got me excited there. For nothing. For absolutely nothing.
Enner Valencia.
Bullshit, man.
That's a good ball.
Instead, it could be number 4. Alexander gets it clear. Van Roy struggling with the ball in his own box, but it will be gonered from him. As in cleared, ladies and gentlemen. Not gonered, as in not, I don't know. Forward go Curaçao again. Will they get one before the break? Nagelis. Trying to storm through Manuel. Nope, it's cut out. Estripinian this time with the cutting of the outing. And Kendry Paez away with it. Caicedo to Pacho. Ordóñez. Vite. Paez. Plata. 4-0. By gum. By gum. Long day if you are a Curaçaoian. Curaçaoan? If you're from Curaçao.
Well, as you can see, he beats the defender
Long
so
ass
easily with a
day
change of pace,
ahead,
and then it's
bruv.
a decent finish. That's a very good goal, you have to say.
4-0 as Plata gets a second, and like I said, I don't think it's done there. It is dominance, but usually in these simulations, if there's a lot of goals in the first half, there's not much in the second half, so I doubt there'll be many goals in the second half off that information. I could be wrong, there might be a ton of goals and I'm just an idiot. Which is up for debate, to be honest. Anastasia, Hymus, Alexander back to Hymus, Alexander again, just playing it between each other. Again, I don't know if damage limitations are really on the cards anymore because I've already conceded 4. I don't really know what they're playing for now, just for pride, you know. Just because they're here. It's their first World Cup, it might be their last. Let them have their fun.
Excellent positioning.
Let them enjoy themselves, man. One's a lifetime opportunity for some of these players. And even if they are getting battered by Ecuador. Ball inside to Valencia, out wide to Angulo, could go back in the middle, he will go back in the middle, and it's one more to Plata, and it's Valencia again, and it is 5-0 as the half comes to a conclusion. It will be done there. Done and dusted for this one.
Well,
it has been for a while.
Really good goal.
But the first half is over, and there's still 45 minutes to come, which you don't want if you're from Curaçao. But it's whether you like it or not, it's going to happen, unfortunately. Brings the half to a close, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know how the fuck Germany didn't bury these guys in simulation. I know he did in real life, they won 7-1 in real life, but in simulation, what the fuck were they doing? Plata been a handful for defenders, not the only one. I think Valencia scored twice now as well. I think Paez scored once. And I think it is going to be a... Well, do you know what, actually? Ecuador overtake Germany right now. I was saying it at the start, Ecuador would have to win by 5. As it stands, Ecuador go above Germany. So, it does make it very interesting for the Ecuador-Germany match in simulation. As it stands, Curaçao could score. Then again, Ecuador could add even more to this impressive goal haul. Well, I don't know. How the fuck are your centre-backs 7.6s when you've let 5 in? Kelman Martins and Riaro Alexander, they've tried their best, bless them. Apparently they've done alright. 7.6 is for each of them. Romero Van Roy, 7.3. Heimer's 7 rating, and yeah, the attack has not been very good, has it? Really, let's be real. Not that they've had much. They've had a couple of half chances, but it's a game largely dominated by Ecuador, as you can see. Tyrone Rafaela, who made quite a few saves against Germany in the simulation, will only have 1 to his name so far in this one, and it was one where Valencia shot straight at him, but. The other 5 goals, I don't want to say they couldn't be stopped. He probably could have done better with a couple of them. But they have been good finishes most of the time from Ecuador. Speaking of which, Gonzalo Plata having a hell of a day. Off that right hand side. 2 goals, 2 assists from the Ecuadorian. I mean, they're all Ecuadorians. 9.6 rating for him. Enner Valencia, 2 goals and an assist and an 8.8 for him. Been very, very good up top, to be honest with you. Could have had a hat-trick. Vite, decent in the midfield. No goals, no assists, but no problem for him. Kendrick Paez, a goal and an assist at a 7.9. Stupinyan's been okay. So is Angulo. Ordonez getting a right back assist at 6.9. Caicedo has done really what he needs to do, which isn't much, really. He hasn't had much to do. It's more gone down Vite's side, to be honest. Galindez on a 6.4 because he's had no shots at his goal. I don't know how he's on a 6.4 for doing absolutely fuck all, but I think it's because his team are 5-0 up, which is fair enough. And then Capia and Pacho not been really kept busy, to be honest, so again, low ratings for them. But we're going to go into the second half. No changes for Ecuador. Why would there be? And no changes for Curaçao. I don't think any Curaçao changes would change anything anyway. So let's see what we got second half. See what scoreline could end up being. It might just stay 5-0. It might be more than that. Who knows? Let's go for it anyway. Let's see what we've got in hand.
This could get interesting. And they might be in. Well, he's lost the ball, and any chance has gone.
Well, they were nice and compact there and defended that fairly easily.
No way through, possession lost. Plata could take things forward a notch here.
Vite, Caicedo, Angulo, it could be 6. Valencia looking for that trick, gets not quite around Martis, but it's not away. Plata, good press. I think they're just going to see how many they can score now. It's a stat pad from Ecuador. It's away only as far as Rosa Maria, but now Curaçao. Why not? Why not? Let's have a Curaçaoian. That can't be the fucking thing. What are they called, people from Curaçao? I think I googled this last time. I think it was Curaçaoan. But I'm going to Google it again because it might be wrong. What are people from Curaçao? I can't fucking spell Curaçao. Curaçaoans, yeah, okay, that's, yeah. I did think it was that. The Curaçaoan population will not be very happy. But we can get a Curaçaoan goal here as Manuel has it on the right. He runs into the corner. Passes it back to Albertus. Now Van Roy. Now Manuel. And there's a tackle. I was just waiting for the tackle to occur from the stupid Nancy. Pacho, caught by Nagelis. And, I mean, yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be one of those games where Ecuador don't score anymore. They don't need to. They got above Germany on goal difference right now, despite losing 4-0 the first game. Because Germany have only got 1 goal scored and 1 goal conceded. Ecuador have 5 goals scored and 4 goals conceded. Van Roy, closed down by Caicedo. Plata, inside to Valencia. There might be more goals. There should be more goals if they really want them. They might not want them. They do want them. Plata doesn't get a goal, but Kendrick Paez does. It is 6-0 Ecuador. And braces now for Valencia, Plata, and now Kendrick Paez. Plata's shot saved, unable to be held on to by Rafaela, and Kendrick Paez gets there first to make it 6-0. Just about puts in the back end of it. I believe both his goals have hit the post today, but then gone in. So very lucky, but also very good in terms of placement then, I guess. However, there's still half an hour to be played here, and Ecuador are 6-0 up. It is a long day if you are from Curaçao. I think they're just going to do what they did, like, because Germany got 7-1 in real life, they're just going to replicate it on the game because they didn't do it for the Germany match. They're going to do it for Ecuador.
And we have 30 minutes left.
Nigelis, Anastasia, Rosa Maria. Closed down by Pacho. Yeah. I'm sorry, Curaçao.
This could be dangerous.
Estupinian, Ordonez, Kendry, Vite nearly getting on the action, but Rafaela prevents a 7th. Change now, Preciado for Angulo. And if you're Ecuador now, you got to think about keeping people fit for the Germany game potentially, or maybe you just put 10 past Curaçao so it doesn't matter. I don't know. I really don't know what the game plan is. Quite a high scoring game to end on for my little break in between doing these.
Too strong there. It will be a goal kick.
Unfortunately for Curaçao, only one team has scored all the goals. That's neither here nor there. Paez, number 6, going in off the post there. Replayed. I don't think it needed to be replayed. We already saw it. Caicedo.
All one, well read.
Come on, Curaçao. Just get a goal, just for your pride. This is embarrassing. I mean, it's probably expected. It's still embarrassing.
Moises Caicedo. That set up the chance.
Plata, Ordonez, closed down and away by Curaçao. They're not letting any more happen, hopefully for themselves. Well, that's the plan. I mean, I don't know if it'll come to fruition. They've only conceded one this half, to be fair. Oh my God. Nigelis, go on, mate. Just shoot. Just shoot. You had the room. Just get a goal. And, you know, make it less of a fucking demolition job. I know it's a demolition job anyway, but just make it, you know, a bit more respectful. Vite.
That's a good spot.
Out to Preciado. Estupinian. Preciado again.
That's a good ball.
Estupinian. Kendry, Paez, Caicedo, Vite, Plata, back to Vite. Nope, it's not. It's to Kendry, but it's a hat-trick. No, it's not. What a save! That's actually a really incredible save. He's not letting any of these men get their hat-tricks. He says, yeah, you can have 2 each, mate, but fuck off if you think you're getting your hat-trick. None of that bullshit, thank you. I think it might happen anyway, but not bullshit yet.
Promising position, this. The defence quick to snatch it back.
Close down. Still 15 minutes for one of them to maybe get the match ball to take with them, but I don't know. Who the hell? What is this bot message in my chat? Yo, bro, just watch some real love for your stream because you genuinely got crazy potential. Yeah, I've seen that about fucking 7 times now. I've genuinely got crazy potential, guys. You know that. You can put me in touch with someone who's got 500,000 followers. That's definitely believable. I don't know what my crazy potential is because I couldn't care less about streaming. I'm here just for World Cup predictions. Oh, come on, Curaçao. Get yourselves one. Just to make it look interesting. Make it look like you've tried, man. Could be 7 here for Ecuador. Plata. Paez. How did Germany only put one past this team? Based off his simulation, Germany could finish 3rd and maybe not get through. Because if this Ecuador turns up against that Germany, Ecuador's winning. Of course, Ivory Coast will probably beat Curaçao. I don't think that's going to be a challenge. And they're already on 6 points, so they might get the perfect 9. Paez, Plata, out wide to Preciado. Inside to Estupinian. Back again. Vite, Kendry, Valencia. I did say it.
It's a masterclass
one of them was going to get their hat-trick. I wasn't sure which one it was. And it turns out it's going to be Ener Valencia, the I believe he's the all-time goal scorer for Ecuador.
Well, here's the
Highest
replay.
all-time goal
He's done
scorer.
well to get his head
He
up.
adds more to his tally.
And he makes no mistake with the finish. He showed a lot of composure there.
Oh, man. Yawning machine that I am. Well, change being made. I think, I don't know who's been brought off. Number 9's been brought on.
After another goal, and it's surely over now.
Yeboah coming on for Paez. Thought about rest Valencia, to be honest, because he's 36 and he's played a lot of minutes here and done a lot in this game.
Lovely setup. That's good, strong play.
Max turns it around. Anastasia. Rosa Maria. Nope. Pacho gets it away.
Breaking at pace, this could be dangerous. Can they take advantage?
Yeboah. Plata. Out to Vite.
Teeing up the
Into
chance
Plata. Closed down and away by Curaçao.
Beautifully weighted ball. Valencia.
Is there going to be an 8th? I don't know.
Progress here.
I think they're already dead, to be honest with you. Ecuador, we don't need. No, I mean,
Defensive work.
I wouldn't mind it. It'd be quite
Slightly better
entertaining.
pass and they were in there.
Lord knows what injury time there's going to be with the substitutions and the goals. Just 2 minutes. I think they're going to put Curaçao out of the misery here. Will Rosa Maria get one? No.
And that's
It's into hands of
pretty
Galindez. She's had a
straightforward
very
for the
easy
keeper.
day of it. Yeah, I fear that Curaçao may be at the World Cup. Not professional when it comes to this, but I think they may be goners.
Now, what can they do from here?
Well, Ecuador have built up a massive goal difference in this one,
The final blast.
and they overtake Germany in the simulation leaderboard heading down to the final day, which is big news, especially if Germany don't manage to beat Ecuador on the final day. Who knows? Question mark. It could get very, very, very tricky for Germany. Very, very interesting though. I can't lie. I'm here for it. Very much here for it. But yeah, it's a one-sided affair that has ended pretty much as you'd expect. Maybe a little bit more than you'd expect, because I only predicted 3-0. Maybe I'm going underwhelming there. I predicted 4-0 for Germany, Curaçao, and then they won 7-1, so I fucking probably should have predicted like 6-0 Ecuador, really, but we've gone 3-0. I'm not changing it now. I can't change it. Once I've locked it in, I can't change it. Stats. They're very interesting, because Curaçao actually have more of the ball. How's that gone for them, do you think? 53 to 47 in terms of possession. 14 shots to 4 in favour of Ecuador with, I believe, 12 on target. If maths serves me correct. 4 shots for Curaçao, none of them hitting the target. And 7 expected goals on the dot for Ecuador. They scored all their expected goals to Curaçao's 0.5, which they didn't get any, so they've underperformed their XG. Taking a look then at performances, you can take your pick from anybody for Ecuador, but for Curaçao, somehow Alexander's still holding the 7.6 rating despite his team holding 7. Ramiro Van Roy 7.4, Kelmer Martis 7.2, Dairon Nagelis 7.2, Anastasia 7.1, and then Riangelo Helmers with 7. It's okay, I suppose. They didn't make any changes because I don't think it would have mattered to the result. Manuel is 6.6, Max is 6.6, Alberto is 6.5, Rafaela, somehow not the worst player on the pitch despite conceding 7. Did save 5 to be fair, it wasn't like he didn't try, it's just Ecuador were very, very good. And Curaçao, unfortunately, are not. Rosa Maria, 2 shots off target, didn't really fucking contribute anything to be honest. Poor from Curaçao. Poor is probably in... I'm saying poor because it's a nice way of putting it. It is disastrous from Curaçao. Man of the match, take your pick from any of the top 3, or even bring in Vite if you feel like it. Gonzalo Plata gets the award though, 2 goals, 2 assists, and a 9.0 rating. Hat trick for Ana Valencia, the only one out of that front 3 to actually get one in the end, 8.8, and a very good day for him. Kendry Paez, 8.3. I think they're resting towards the end. 2 goals, 2 assists as well. Vite, strong in midfield. Whatever little amount Curaçao would try to do, he said nah, wasn't having it. Caicedo improved second half as well. Estepinian was very good. Nilson Angulo, by far the worst of the attack, but he didn't really need to be good when everyone else was performing around him. Joel Ordonez with an assist and a 7 rating. And Capie and Pacho were good enough. Galindez didn't have to do anything. 4 shots, none of them hit his goal, so he was kind of just chilling, which is fair enough. Yaboa Preciado coming on late, I think, as well, just for fresh legs. But no contributions from them. And it is a dominant win, and it is a win that puts Ecuador second in the group on 3 points. So as it stands, and I'll write it down on the spreadsheet, Ivory Coast sit top on 6 points with a 5 scored, 0 conceded record, which is mad when they've played the 2 worst teams in the group. They haven't conceded, not the 2 worst teams, but the 2 hardest teams to beat. They've beaten them both with relative ease. Ecuador second with 7 scored, 4 conceded. Of course, lost 4-0 to Ivory Coast. Scored 7 past Curaçao. In third are Germany, who have 1 scored, 1 conceded, and 3 points. And then bottom are Curaçao, who have 0 scored, 8 conceded, and 0 points. That's a simulation table, by the way. I'm not putting the real table out there. I will obviously have that alongside it, but I'm not going to read it out loud because obviously it's a few games behind right now. We're in advance of the real tournament, so it doesn't make sense. What I do know is that is how we're going to end this little bit. I'm going to do 3 more matches, but this is how we're going to end a little run here. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the World Cup. I'm sorry, Curaçao, but good luck for the rest of your games.